Hello, how is everybody? I hope you're wonderfully peaceful, calm, enjoying your time in your home and using this time to learn so much and catch up on all those things you wanted to do when you had time. So, I am responding to making an addendum to, not really responding to, but kind of. I've already written Magenta Pixie and asked her to look at some things. I'll send her this video, but she said that the nine were talking about there would be legal interventions and loopholes so that there wouldn't be this uh, take takeover for forcing medications. And so she didn't really know where it was coming from. And I believe that I might. I have some great news. And I wish I could. I can start giving you all some information. Um, there is some things you all should check out for you know for help. Like, it's going to be help in the world, and there's going to be restructuring of our whole system. But for right now, it's got to break down. So right now it's breaking down. It looks like things are coming to a head for sure. Um, you know, I was told when this all began that they were practicing uh, martial law. And so Martian law, which is connected, by the way. Um, so it means, to be at war. So there is uh, somebody who has rewritten the code of all of our underlying systems, and it's very exciting, very exciting. This has actually been done actually in 1999, I believe. Remember Prince's song 1999? I'm not going to sing it, I can't remember. 1999. Okay, we're going to party like it's 1999. Okay, that some kind of weird prophecy on Prince's part, and I'm talking the singer, God rest his soul, who's passed, who had slave written across, I believe it was this cheek, slave. He was telling us something, and he disappeared shortly after that. So I just saw my timer, it said 3:33. 333. So bless you, Prince. Uh, so after he passed, by the way, I had two dreams with him in it. He was visiting me and saying bye. God rest his soul. He was so sweet. So uh, anyway, that also happened with um, who is Spock? What's his name? Oh my gosh. Anyway, it happened with him after he passed. I had a goodbye visit. So, I mean, in my dreams. Leonard Nimoy. Yes. And he, all these stars have disappeared around in the springtime for some reason. So right before April 21st. Interesting. So, anyway, there is somebody, and the nine are correct. There is somebody who is got the goods for uh for changing the legal structure. They have got the keys to the Vatican. Um, they have taken. They have the copyright to the American flag. Woo! They've got the copy to the original American flag. Um, they gained it in 1999 or 2000. I'm not quite sure on that date, but it's when the reason that is so important is that in 1999, the kind of third strike you're out happened, and we as chattel were going to be turned back over to the king, the royalty of England. We were going to go be turned back over and harvested because we are worth something. We're, we're worth something in actually more than money. But there is money on our birth certificates. Um, the day we're born, the day our mother registers us, there is money that is put into our Social Security account, and it is compound. There's more and more money put on that. So anyway, I'm not going to go all into the details, but I will give you it if you will look in my playlist, Matrix Philosophy Decoded. Excuse my spelling, but you can basically get it. Um, it's a playlist on my site here. It will take you to, you'll see the first several videos in there called War Castles. War Castles. That's going to explain to you, oh, let's respell castles. Castles, War Castles. And that will explain to you all the kind of legalities and what happened since our Constitution was created, and in America here. It will take you even back further than that, but the fact that our society is built on maritime law, maritime, not land law, maritime law, and now um, it's going to this they tell the story, they tell how it's structured. They do seminars on it, and they are so used to teaching. I'm going to let them teach you. So look at War Castles. They didn't have a playlist on their site. They actually have a YouTube channel, and they're on BitChute, also bitchute.com. So if it gets pulled down here, then go to BitChute and look them up over there. Um, so they will tell you how, you know, all this happened. That America borrowed money from England, and if you borrow it and then you can't pay it back by a certain time, and then give it another time, and then a third time, then I think it's canceled out like three times and or two times, and the third time it's not canceled out. You got to return they put a lien on you essentially. So it was like England, uh, Great Britain put a lien on America, and it came due in 1999, and so the flag became up for grabs in a short window of time, and this person who knew that England was going to try to grab it, or take it back and rule our country. Instead, these two gentlemen uh, went and got it, and didn't let England, thereby let England take it back. So the one who is still alive, because the other one seemed to have died twice. He's died more than that, actually. But the young man, well, I say young, but he's not so young, but he's very, very intelligent. He is, I will say, chief because he is, if indeed all of this is true, he deserves this respect. Deserves this respect to be called chief and commander. The real chief and commander uh, of, well, supposedly not only America, but he's like our hidden president that is not being acknowledged by the media. His name, wait for it, is Russell J. Gould. There it is. Yes, I said that funny. And it is spelled with a hyphen, Russell hyphen J, full colon Gould, because it is the proper way to write it. And it is the proper way to write all of our names. I will probably be changing uh, mine to uh, Ma hyphen Lakshmi colon Anand. So that's if you have a first name, hyphenate it, middle name, colon, last surname. Because the first name is uh, is it connects your first and middle name, which becomes a compound adjective to describe the noun of your last name, something like that. Anyway, lots of legalities that the new system is being written under, and I would suggest that you learn it. Very exciting, and it takes a lot of study. I have just started to understand the tricks and traps of our legal system, and I have already started applying it in my life. I had a lien. I have a lien on my boat where I live, and this time of COVID, and it's a non-judicial lien. But the people kept trying to get me out of my boat. The dock master, the dock manager, tried to tell me, he kept telling me to get off the boat. They were going to lock it up. I mean, he sabotaged my deals to sell it. And so he's really just freaking me out, like, oh, my main concern was my cat, that I would have a place for my cat and my things. And I was going to be homeless. And, but I had faith, and then manifested, universe gave me, uh, because I said, "Oh, I can't wait to see what the universe does now." Universe pretty much gave me a boat, another boat, so that I'm with my partner now solarizing and making a solar boat, and so I'm not worried about losing this boat, right? Well, I found out that I can apply, uh, um, essentially, when I want to leave this boat or leave this marina, I can actually apply some of the uh, tricks, if you will, of becoming the postmaster of this big vessel. And then I take charge of this vessel, and we called the post office, and they said nobody can even touch it. Okay, so much less try to movement or block me my possession of it. So anyway, very exciting. These things can be applied to your life. You've got to do your homework to start setting yourself free. You've really got to look at this information, Google these names, and you're going to find information. And this uh, new commander in chief is, he's been discredited, so you'll find things. Of course, that's the first thing the media does, is they try to discredit anybody who is trying to change the system. So don't look at that. Okay, have faith, that's the way this goes here, okay? You've got to get your resources outside the matrix, okay? So if you don't know to do that, I don't know what to tell you. Don't believe anything inside the matrix, okay? You can tell when somebody's talking to you. Look at that whole playlist, go through it. Um, it's not my videos, it's other people's, okay? And that's going to lead you to other things. Study, take this time to empower yourself. Okay, so I'm just reaching out to Magenta saying thank you so much for the wonderful videos and giving this hope for all of us. And I'm telling you that there is hope. We have not been told about who's really going to be bringing up the power for the new change. And but it's here. It's already here. He's kind of waiting for help. He can't do it by himself. He needs a constituency. He doesn't have a militia around him like America has tricked everybody into being in a fake military. Okay, so when you know your rights, they stand down. They do. They stand down because they can. When somebody quotes the law correctly, the sheriffs, they even know, stand down. And by the way, the sheriffs uh, are commanded by the postmaster. Okay, that's something you got to understand too. So I can't teach it all right now because I'm still studying myself, like hours a day. I'm loving it. And some of you go look at this material and reply back here. This is a very exciting time. It's time for celebration, but now, now is the time. Keep up with your meditation, keep eating good food, get sun, get some sun every day. Order some powdered vitamin C. It's pretty cheap. You'll chase everything off. There's so many forms of healing medicine out here that we don't have to go to farm uh big farm uh so Magenta's speaking in code too. I am too. We don't want to the video the site's taken down, our channel's taken down. Anyway, blessings, blessings, blessings. Remember, all now is the time to empower yourself. Use this time wisely. Empower yourself, meditate at least an hour a day. Tune in. You deserve that to tune into yourself. Okay, yoga nidra is awesome. You'll love the yoga nidra. So Google, if you have a hard time meditating, try yoga nidra. There's so many types out there. Now is the time. Bless